Hello my dear students, in this lecture we will see one previous year GATE numerical on addition of normal stresses. This question was asked in GATE 1993 for 2 marks. Now the question is, a circular rod of diameter D and length 3D is subjected to compressive force EF acting at the top point as shown in figure. The figure is given over here. Calculate the stress at the bottommost point A. At point A, we have to calculate the stress and force is applied on topmost point, right? And there are 4 options. Out of the 4 choices, you have to select the correct choice. Now see here, the force EF is not passing through the axis. No, this is the axis of component. This is the axis of component, and through this axis the force is not passing. Means it is at topmost point. Now means this much distance will be radius, that is diameter by 2, d by 2. Means force is here eccentric. Means along with direct compression there will be bending stress also. Now see, if I want to draw another diagram for the same case. Now before, in conceptual case, I have stated that any force can be transferred along any axis, but along with the force we have to transfer the moment created by that force. Means in the same numerical, see here the same diagram I am drawing here. Now over here it is fixed and this is the axis of given beam. Now the same force we can transfer over axis, the same force we can transfer on the axis, but along with force, this force will create moment or not about axis, like this force will create moment like this, and moment is nothing but force into perpendicular distance. Here force is F, perpendicular distance is d by 2. Means this force will create moment in this direction, moment in this direction. Moment is nothing but F d by 2, force into perpendicular distance. Now means on the same case, and point A is over here, point A is over here. For the point A, there is direct compressive force F as well as there is a moment, and because of this moment the rod will bend. See, because of this moment the rod is going to bend like this. See, because of moment the rod is going to bend like this. Correct or not? This is a this is over here fixed. This is a point and this is the axis of rod. Axis is going to bend, and because of moment the rod will bend like this. Means because of the moment, see, upper fiber will go under compression, upper fiber will go under compression, but the lower fiber will be under tension. The lower fiber will be under tension for bending stresses. And also there is a compressive stress on the component, there is a compressive stress on the component. Means at point A there is direct compression due to F, as well as there is a bending stress which is tensile. Means we have to consider both the effects. Now we will calculate separately, one by one we will calculate separately. First we will calculate direct compression, then we will calculate bending stress, right? And we have to directly add them. Now for direct compression, what will be the compressive stress at A? Compressive stress is equal to force divided by area. Now area is circular, they have given circular cross section. No, the diameter is D, diameter is given D, and length is given 3D. This was the given data. Now force divided by area, circular cross section, pi by 4 d square. Therefore if I simplify this, 4 will go up, 4f divided by pi d square. And as it is compression, it is negative stress. As it is compression, it is negative stress. Now we will calculate bending stress. Now what is bending moment over here? Bending moment is nothing but F d by 2. Now what is bending equation? Flexural equation is m by I is equal to sigma b by y is equal to E by R. Means from this sigma b, if I want to calculate, sigma b is equal to m by I into y, that we have to calculate. Now for circular cross section, what is I? I is nothing but pi by 64 d to the power 4. And what will be the y? That is distance of extreme fiber from the neutral axis. This is y, distance of extreme fiber from the neutral axis, that is d by 2. Therefore y is d by 2 for circular cross section. Therefore write down what is sigma b. Sigma b is m by I into y. Therefore put the values. F d by 2 whole divided by I is nothing but pi by 64 d to the power 4, and y is d by 2. Y is d by 2. Now, if I simplify this, if you simplify this, let's simplify this. What will be the answer? We will see. Now, this 64 will go up. Cancel the terms which can be cancelled. First, see, this 64 will go up. Then f dd will multiply d square. Then this 2 and downward 2, they will come down and multiply each other. Pi d to the power 4. Now see, 4 gets cancelled, 1 and 6, 16 will remain. 16 f d square and d to the power 4 cancel, d to the power 2 will remain. 16 f divided by pi d square. This is a bending stress. This is a bending stress, and at A, this is tensile or not? At A, this is tensile or not? Right. Therefore, stress at A is equal to compressive stress plus bending stress. At A, compression is also there and bending is also there. Therefore, stress at A, compressive stress is negative, minus 4f divided by pi d square, already calculated, negative stress. And at A, bending stress is positive, therefore tensile, no, therefore 16f divided by pi d square. Therefore, it will become 12f divided by pi d square. It will become 12f divided by pi d square. And if you see options, there will be 12f divided by pi d square. See, option D is also similar, but it is compression. Option D is for compression, option is for tension. And if answer is positive, the net stress will be tensile. Means here tension is more than compression. That's why the net effect is tension. Right. Therefore, option A is a correct choice. Thank you, students. In next lecture, we will see one more numerical on addition of normal stresses.